I've got a lot of things that I want to do in one day, probably too many. And I think that instead of letting the whole day get away from me, I'm going to show you how I broke it up into 4 blocks and we'll watch what happens. Most days, if I don't design it on purpose, I'll end up touching everything and finishing nothing. So today, you and I are going to run an experiment. We're going to do 4 blocks. That's it. In the morning, voice and movement. In midday, we're going to take the camera outside. Afternoon is going to be Chinese lessons and gym. In the evening is music. So let's start with the part that most of us skip, the instrument. For me, that's voice and body. Those were the first things to fall off when everything in my life got really heavy. Maybe you've gone through that too, where your main thing that you have in your life kind of starts quietly slipping to the bottom of the list. So before I answer messages or open anything, I give this block 10 to 15 minutes of vocal work and about 10 minutes of movement. Nothing extravagant, just simple breathing, a few exercises, a few vocal lines to remind myself that I'm still a performer, not just a brain in a chair. So as you watch this, I want you to think about your version of whatever this is. Whatever yours is, don't you think that it deserves at least 10 minutes before everything else in the day takes over? Midday is where we get out of our own heads. If I stay inside, I just go looping on ideas. So I grab the camera and I let the town do some thinking for me. Because I've mentioned that I live in a small town in China and I don't understand every word around me yet, but I can see the stories that are happening on these streets out here. The rule for this midday block is this: 1 hour outside, get at least 2 to 3 frames that I'm happy with, and that's it. I feel like this: what if 1 hour outside with no agenda is that creative reset that you've been chasing everywhere else? The afternoon is for building the roots. I don't want to be a permanent tourist here in this town where I live. When I'm in China, I need to speak Chinese, so I sit down to learn some Chinese.
他白天睡觉，一天那个月，这个月。
Today it's going to be only 30 minutes. Longer studies are going to be for another day, but for now I'm not doing anything heroic, just a few characters and a few phrases that I might actually say to somebody. After the Chinese lessons, it's going to be the gym, but not to become a fitness influencer. It's just to keep this tempo from breaking down. God built this machine, so we have to keep it working. Every creative thing that I do sits on top of my body. Voice, camera, long edits. It all gets easier if I'm not exhausted and my body's falling apart. So for this block, the rule is this: at least 30 minutes of language, about 30 to 60 minutes of moving weights or moving my body. It's enough to feel like I've invested in myself and my future body. The evening is where everything from the day just melts into one thing: the music. By now, I've checked in with my voice, my body, this town, and this language that I'm still learning. Whatever's left in the tank is going here, all into the music. The old me might sit down tonight and try to make a full, perfect track, but I'm doing a new rule. Just one idea, get a hook, a loop, or a section that feels like it belongs in this little universe that we're building. Not spending the entire night on it, just about 45 to 60 minutes max. When that one idea exists, I'm done. I'd rather stop while it still feels fun than squeeze it until I hate it tomorrow. We don't want that feeling as a producer. So that's what a too many interests but on purpose day looks like for me. Not perfect, not aesthetic for the algorithm, just intentional. I didn't touch AI visuals, didn't study 3D, or didn't do any 3D modeling, didn't try to finish a short film. I didn't chase every impulse that my brain threw at me. I kind of feel like that's a win. If your creativity is feeling scattered, I want you to try this. Pick 3 or 4 blocks just one day and give each of those a clear rule instead of trying to live 10 different lives before midnight. And if you want to see more days like this in my world, in my small town here in China, with this brain that does too much but is learning how to focus and aim it, stick around, stay with me, and hopefully we'll figure it out together.